Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stamped AF. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Hello, everybody joining. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? I'm so flushed already. Hi, Sherry. I think that must be Pam. Thank you so much for sharing, Feline. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jennifer. I've been live. I felt so bad. I've been canceling like so much in the last couple weeks. Not so much couple weeks, but hi, Susan. Okay, you can hear me? Okay, good. So a couple of things to share. You can see the printout on my desk. I don't often do this, but the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is going to be 20% off in the month of March. So if you don't have that little baby, consider getting one. And also there are a few bundles from the annual catalog that are going to be 20% off too. So, excuse me, in Canada, the regular price is $82. It's going to be $65.50 plus tax and shipping. You can get the All Squared Away bundle for 20% off. And all of these bundles. I would get them, but I already have them. There's all but one. Hi, Susan. Hi, Kathy, Elizabeth. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so there's the Art Gallery bundle, Beauty of Friendship bundle, and these are 20% off in all markets. These just happen to be the Canadian prices. Celebrate Sunflowers bundle, and you'll notice these are all dies, and they're all dies that will fit in the mini. The Garden Wishes, and this is, it says returning fave. Hydrangea Haven bundle, Pansy Patch, Quiet Meadow, Seascape, Sweet as a Peach, Welcoming Window, What's Cookin', and Wildcats. Any guess as to which bundle on this page, this included, that I don't have? Only one that I don't have. Thank you so much for sharing. So just a heads up that if you are joining me from my Facebook group and you comment, I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. So thank you so much for sharing. Give me your guesses. Feline says she's probably going to get the Wildcats bundle. I'm going to move my mouse up here, otherwise I'm going to have to keep crouching down. Oh my god, did I already say it? I probably already said it, didn't I? Yeah, Wildcats is the only one that I don't have. I do have the DSP. Did I say it? I mean, it's totally like me to say it and then get you to guess, right? I do have the DSP. Okay, so that's that. That starts March 1st through the 31st, 20% off these bundles only. If you want 20% off on every bundle, then you have to sign up to be a demonstrator. And during celebration, which is only on for a couple more days, what are we, the 23rd? So 5 more days. If you join Stampin' Up! In any market, you get to choose 2 free stamp sets. 2! From the mini catalog, from the annual catalog. They are 2 of your choosing, and I always suggest go for the highest priced ones. You can add the cheap stuff to your starter kit. Oh good. I didn't give it away, huh? So the reason I have this, let me just zoom so you can't see that part of my holder. This always looks crooked. It is absolutely straight on my thing. It must be my phone holder that's crooked. Anyways, for those of you that have been wondering about the bow maker that I showed a couple weeks ago, I use this thing every time I make a bow now. My team member that I mentioned did share with me, oh shoot, I have a window all ready to share. How do I do it? I'm guessing it's probably this one. Nope, sorry. How do I add? Bear with me for just a second. That's countdown widget. How do I add just a web page? I don't know. Oh, Instacart order is here, of course. Dang it. I don't know how I add it. New group? Wow. I know there's a way that I can show this. I just can't think of how at the moment. New image overlay, new countdown, new widget. I don't want a widget. Forget it. Okay, so I will share the image after. There are more of these. They don't have this this beautiful wood pattern. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Let me show it to you on my computer. Yes, isn't it? So all of my direct like level 1 team members got that as a Christmas gift from me. Man, after I am off, I'm going to figure out how to do that, because I know I can share a web page. I just can't figure out how. No, I don't want that. Okay, forget it. I'm just going to do it on here. So I will show you the picture. I knew I should have saved it on my computer. I thought, oh, I'm going to save it on my computer and then I'm not going to be able to access it. So didn't save it on my computer, opened it on this computer, and can't get to it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. Aww. Yeah. Is there an echo? Why is there an echo? It could be because I've got... What did I do? Let's delete that one. Do I have... Let's see. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. And the echo's gone. Fine now? Okay, my phone was not muted. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm not going to show you who it is, but if you are interested in one of these, I am going to connect you with this team member of mine, and they ship from Edmonton. They are $12 each. So, glare from the light. So while it may not look like mine, this is what it looks like. It still has the routed edges. It just doesn't have this 1, 2, 3 different kinds of wood. They are all solid. So they are $12. They ship from Edmonton, and $12 plus shipping. So whatever it is to ship it, I'm not sure it'll fit as letter mail. So it's in Canada, it's probably going to be $13 in shipping. Yeah, I'm thinking, because it's going to have to go as a parcel. Dang it, there was something else I had open too. Here I was all cocky because the last software I used to stream was very easy to add a web page. Dang it. Bear with me for just a second here. Hi, Jewel. I'm glad you asked that question about which time zone, because I totally took that for granted. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm making tonight, and I already have it made, but I need your help I need advice. Let me know if you think it's finished or not, and we'll make another one. So if you spend any time on Facebook, your news feed is probably filled with Wordle, right? I'm sorry for the glare. I was all prepared to have this up here, but it didn't work. So yeah, it is probably too much to ship to the US, and it doesn't fit as letter mail, but it could go as a flat rate. Anyways, if you are wanting one, let me know and I will connect you with this team member. So Wordle, it's a game you play once a day. It's 5 letters, you get 6 guesses. If it's green, the letter is correct and it's in the correct place. If it is yellow, the letter appears in that word, but not where it is there. Like you have that letter, but it's in the wrong spot. If it's gray, that letter does not appear in the word. So now chances are you have already seen what Wordle is like. I'm just gonna guess one word and show you. Oh, look at that. So O, T, E, and R are in that word, but they are in the wrong place. So let's try there. So do you see what I mean? Like the H wasn't even in there. So you could keep guessing, and when it's green, it's in the right spot. When it's yellow, it's in the word, but in the wrong spot. When it's gray, it's not in that word at all. You get 6 guesses, and it has been littering news feeds everywhere, right? And you can't snooze it. I've tried. You can snooze the person. You can't dismiss the game notifications. So, Jewel, I was talking about the bow makers. So I made a card. So it's happy B-Day. And before you say anything, yes, I know that the hyphen is probably illegal. It wouldn't be a character in there, because if you try just typing random letters, it has to be an actual word. It will tell you word not recognized, and then you have to keep guessing. It's like, oh, dang it, I can't figure it out. So I know that a hyphen wouldn't be in there, but I needed it to work. So you can see there was no H, there was an A, but it's in the wrong spot. No P's, and there's a Y, and it's in the right spot. So we have happy, and then B-Day. Isn't that so cute? Elizabeth, you just Google it. Google Wordle, Wordle, and it's the New York Times, but apparently there's other ones. I've been playing Wordle Unlimited every day because you can play unlimited number of games, and it's exactly the same. It's the same colors, the same concept. Just Google it. Okay, so this is the card on the outside, and this is where I need your help. Is it finished? I'm not sure. And then on the inside, I used the new Brag-worthy stamp set because I hadn't used it yet. So this is a super cute sentiment one. I used 1 minute, you're young and cool, and the next, you're getting excited over new towels. Happy birthday. Now, instead of towels, you could scratch that out and put new Wordle game. But I thought it was a cute, timely card. So we're going to make it again. If you don't have this stamp set, it's got some great sentiments in it. Aw, thanks, Feline. Have fun at work. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I went ahead and I looked through all the dies on the website, and I was looking for a square, and I couldn't find anything that was the right size. The closest thing I found was and I threw it out, the rectangle from the Flowering Rain Boots bundle. I don't actually have it in here, but there's a little rectangle in there, and it was just a little bit too small. Like the letters weren't going to fit. So I just went to Cricut Design Space, created some 1x1 inch squares, lined my cardstock up, and cut them out. You could absolutely do this with a paper trimmer, but I wanted them to be all exactly the same. And I don't know about you, but I find that when I'm cutting squares or rectangles, if it's off by the slightest amount, it's very obvious. And I mean, this doesn't leave a whole lot of room for error. You have to get it straight. You want to get the same kind of spacing in between. So I'm going to show you a trick. Right, it needs some jewels, but I don't know what. So look at this one and let me know what you think. Well, I put this one together. Now, when I play Wordle, it is dark mode. I don't know if it's like that for everyone. And then when I play the Wordle Unlimited, it's light mode. So it's white, Wordle is black. Now you may notice there is a line that goes through that, and I don't want it to be obvious. So I'm going to turn this over and give it a burnish because right now it's not laying flat. And I want it to lay flat. So I've already gone ahead. I did all my squares. I've die cut all my letters, and I actually used adhesive sheet on the back because I did not want to be standing here gluing. So, while you are pondering what to put on that, I'm going to adhere these. So I'm going to adhere all of the letters to the squares, their respective squares, and then I will dry fit it before I adhere them. So you want to kind of have a similar space on all four sides. There is a right and a wrong to this because the blade will leave a bit of like a ridge on the back. Okay, and I need to make sure that I get the letters in the right order. I need the A to be on the yellow. So I think for anyone playing this, it would be a super cute birthday card, right? The one day I posted my Wordle score, one day was the day I saw a post that says, it's this guy holding up a sign that says, no one cares about your Wordle score. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But also I saw that there were people that weren't getting it that day, and I got it like on my third or fourth guess, and I'm like, yes, I'm posting this. So if you do have ridges, just run your thumbnail over it. Okay, so there's our A. We need P's on the gray. This is a lot easier with the adhesive sheet versus gluing it, because if it seeps out, you're going to see that. At the end of this, I would love to know which one is your favorite. Do you like the white version or the dark version? Okay, let me know who this is. I can't tell. You're joining from my group, so I can't see. Hi, Dawn. Looks like someone remembered the adhesive sheets tonight. I sure did. Okay. On a rectangle mat. Oh, that's a good idea. We could do that. You can see I just got a seam there. Oh, that's cute too, Suzanne. So if you joined me last week as part of my card de-stash and you were lucky to get a card or 5, they are in the mail. There's one person that I haven't gotten mailed yet, but that's because I didn't have the address right away. So if you got some of those cards, they are en route. And thank you so much to those that sent money. That was so sweet. Okay, so when you look at it here, the dark mode one doesn't have any kind of rectangle or anything. Sorry, you're getting the glare. But that would be cute. Now, the only thing is it doesn't give us a lot of room. So I'm thinking it would have to be one that we cut, not one that we die cut. I have an idea. Oh, Jennifer, that is a great idea. You probably could. Now, when I cut the cardstock, I used the 100-pound cardstock option, and I did more for the pressure because I found the first time I ran it through, when they were actually rectangles, not squares, I still had to take my scissors to release some of them. So I did use more pressure. I think if you were to use the adhesive sheets on the back, you would have to do a test cut to make sure that it would cut, and you'd probably want to use a different material instead of the 100-pound cardstock option. But every machine is different, so unless you're willing to waste some material, make sure you do a test cut. I don't know how I got glue on there when I was using the adhesive sheet. It got stuck to this mat and left a whole bunch of adhesive. But an alcohol wipe got that right off. Now to get Tiffany to remember them. Yeah, you know, I feel like when you forget the adhesive sheets on something that really needs adhesive sheets, you probably only do it once before you're like, dang. For me, using the adhesive sheets, it has to be on a project that's worthwhile. Like, it either has to be something where it's an intricate die and you'd rather die before you sat there and glued it all down. I find that if more of the cardstock is cut away than is actually adhered, it's a lot of adhesive sheet to waste. But again, there are some dies. I'm thinking the, it's not the cactus, the succulent one. That background die, you're going to want adhesive sheet. Okay, so there are our pieces. I have an idea for the die. I'm not sure it's going to work. But this die from the ornate one, we would have a little bit less space. I'm going to die cut one of these and we'll see how it goes. But I think I will keep it on black because we are going with the dark theme this time. I'm just going to cut this off screen. I'm using my Vagabond. It's a fun sound, isn't it? Now with this die, I find that it's kind of a pain to get all those itty bitty dots out. So flip it upside down, take a lint roller, preferably with a new sheet. I had a few ideas of what I was going to share with you tonight, but I thought this one was going to be so timely that I just had to do it. It's kind of taking some of the finish of the back off, which is, you can see, that's why I used the back. Not too bad, and then you can just poke whatever ones are left out. And whether I can use this on this project or not, I've die cut it now, so I'll use it on something. Ay, ay, ay. Now you're probably thinking, why don't you use your dye brush? I only use the dye brush when the dye is still attached. And it wouldn't be that hard to reattach the dye on this one, but there weren't that many dots left, it seemed. Okay, and then whatever ones are left, pick them up. And no mess at all. So if you don't have a lint brush in your room, you need it. Jenny, I love my Vagabond. I was really, really hoping that when Stampin' Up! Announced they were having 2 die cutting machines, that one of them would be electric. Because seriously, when you're doing a lot of die cutting, it is hard on your arms. Hi, Diane. You need to ink the edges to cover up the white. The white of what? Which one, Susan? To ink the edges to cover up the white. I'm not sure what it means. Okay, Jean said to just do a plain rectangle. I'm kind of curious to see how this would look now. Kind of thinking that they won't go, but it's worth a shot, right? You won't know unless you try. This is like a Johnny Cash card. Black on black on black. They do fit. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to get them all perfectly spaced, and then my hand is going to freak out and move it. Oh, it doesn't give us a space on the bottom. What do you think? That or a plain rectangle? Oh my gosh, I'm too hot. The green ink up for me, for me it was the, well, wrist, forearm. My forearm took the brunt of it, and then going up into my shoulder and my shoulder blade. So with all the prep that I do, I needed to get an electric one. And I'm actually thinking now there are a couple of dies that are a real pain, even to do with the long extended platform. I'm actually thinking of getting the full-size Gemini. I have die cutting machines galore. Okay, so you like it on this one? Let's put it on here. You're really not going to see those dots. Kind of dolls it up a little bit. I wonder. So I had this sorted out, and I knew it was just going to be the finishing bits that you helped me with. What if we put a white mat behind it, and then you can see the white dots? See? Like, we'll have a very thin border. What do you think? Oh, I can't get these straight. What do you think? Oh, I'm not sure who you are, but we've got the same thought in mind. Looks like a white edge. I'm not sure. This is on Granny Green. I can never get that name right anymore. It is on Granny Apple Green cardstock. If you wanted to do a whole bunch on white, you could do that and then just color them. I realized I'm very low there. Better like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start adhering these. I am thinking I want to adhere this to the card first, and I will explain why in a moment. Let me know how this time works for you now that I am going back to the office. I'm thinking 7:30 again. I think that moved at the very last second, but you know what? Perfection is overrated. So let me know if you like the 7:30 time slot or the 8 o'clock time slot. I know that Wednesday evening is when like every demonstrator and their dog goes live, but I've been doing Wednesday night since I started. And I thought, I mentioned it last week, and I thought about it on the weekend, about moving my lives to the weekend, but I know me. I'm going to find every reason in the book to not do it. Weekends are busy, it's my only time off, I'm not prepared. Like, all of that. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, so let's adhere this. I'm not popping anything up. Love 9 o'clock Eastern. Come on, we are always on the same page. I am going to go closer to center than to the bottom like I was. Yes, Jenny, we are on the same page. This mouse goes upside down. However you put it together, this is a really fun design idea. Thank you, Jean. 7:30 is better given the time difference. So that would have been like an hour ago pretty much, right, Jennifer? Like my usual time. When I was working from home, I was doing 6:30 because I was at home. I could start dinner a little bit before I was off and then eat and then go live. But now that we are heading back to the office, it's a little tricky to do that. So I need to either go back to 7:30 or later. I really don't think the weekend's going to work for me. I know me too well. And it's not that I don't like being live with you. It's just, there's always so much going on. And Wednesday nights is just, we know that's when I go live, right? Or not. Okay, so I am just dry fitting these all to make sure that I have kind of an even distance, straight line. And then once I get it that way, I'm going to take the P and glue that. And then I'm going to show you my little trick. Susan, I am central time zone, so it is 8:27 right now. Okay, so my secret is an L square. You could use an L square, T square. We're going to slide those down, slide those up, but let's give it a second. You want to line it up at the side, make sure it's straight. And you know what? Even if it's not straight, they're all going to be similarly crooked. Okay? So I start in the middle. I'm going to put that A on, and then the other P, and then the H, and then the Y. Maybe not in that specific order, but I start in the middle and work my way out. Now, if you were very particular, you could use something to give yourself that even space, like a little piece of cardstock or something, but if you have been around me long enough, you know that I am comfortable eyeballing it. I know not everyone is. Okay, sounds good, everybody. So, given the 20% off the mini next month, I was kind of thinking about my gift with purchase next month. I'm thinking adhesive sheets would be a pretty good gift, wouldn't they? Maybe people would remember them more. Okay, so there's our happy, and now we're going to move down and we'll grab our D. There is stitching on this die. I don't know if you can see it. There you can. So I'm trying to stay kind of just at that stitching line. It's unfortunate that we won't get to see it, but that is also another way to keep it straight. So we're going to line up our L square, and you can see I have mine along the side. That is what keeps it from moving. If I had it just kind of sitting there, like on the side, it would move too easily. Now that I say that, it's moving. Okay, hold that part down, come up. You don't want to slide it around too much. Let's go right down to that stitching. Well, and I've been, what time did I go live? 8. So it's been about half an hour. That's not bad. The ones where I'm getting into like an hour and it's only one project, I know I have talked too much. In my defense, I'm surrounded by dogs all day. I talk to them, but I don't have a whole lot of human interaction. And if anyone ever tells you that 4 dogs is no more work than 3, they are full of it. Oh, my daughter's puppy is going to exhaust me. He's got so much energy. Whoa! And Mika, who was originally my daughter's dog and now mine, is she just turned 3 yesterday. And I think even she's tired. She's like, oh, I'm too old for this. Okay, there we go. I love it with that black and white. So that is already looking better. Do you think we need a bow? I need to get an insert ready because we're going to stamp our sentiment. Thank you, Susan. Now, some of them are cut down, some are not. That one is. I really want to mask this part off and just write Wordle, but this is already a really long sentiment. And if you look at this one, I did like a 2-step. You can see my happy birthday wasn't straight, but it's kind of a lot of pressure to do all that. What do you think? Should we write in Wordle? I'm gonna be so mad if I mess it up. I was going to use tape. You need bling, not bow. Okay, what kind of bling? Okay, so this is adhesive just on the end. So I'm going to use that nice side to cover birthday. A little bit of washi tape on this side since there's no stick there. Maybe a little bit on the other side too. This is high risk. Big stakes. Not really. It's not glued on. I would just have to cut another mask. Okay, look at this. If you don't mask, you're missing out. Okay, so I am using basic gray because it goes with the gray that's on the front. Okay, so what bling do you think? Usually I wouldn't use tape when I'm masking, but I'm like double masking right now. And the one thing I can tell you that is so important when you're masking is take off the dang mask when you're done. Don't stamp it onto your cardstock with the mask still intact. Give it a little huff to make sure that that ink is still wet. I'm getting a little froggy. Ah, so cute. Now we're going to use a baby wipe. We're going to let it sit for a minute because the last thing I want is for it to be wet and to go over that. Hi, Vi. Pearls with blend using granny apple. Ooh, I have an idea. Don't let me forget to show you my happy mail. I got 2 cards from one person. It's awesome. Okay, so for the happy birthday, we're going to use granny apple green or gag and do the happy birthday. Now this one, I'm just going to cover everything up. I hope I'm not like out of the screen. Do you have any old rotor? I don't. That was before my time. I do wish that I had kept some alphabet stamps. I could use my Cricut, but that seems like a lot of effort. Okay, I'm gonna use some tape again just to keep this on. These are like off-brand sticky notes, so they're not very sticky. Okay, so to mask or to ink that up, I'm just going to put it on the edge. Make sure that I get all those letters. Pull the mask off, give it a little huff, which is just a hot breath. Hold your breath and stamp. Crooked, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Okay. Should I write it in basic gray? Ah, thank you, Jenny. Where are those? And I think these ones might be the best. So that, do you think I should write in basic gray? I could use yellow, but that's kind of going to be hard to read. Could use a journaling pen, which is black. Let's put this away before I put my hand in it, or the card. Clean this up. That's backwards. I'm definitely not using granny apple green because that would be too much green next to the green. Oh, you can hear my growly boy. Our oldest dog is, he does nothing but growl these days. He's miserable. Okay, so the embellishments I'm thinking of are the Rhinestone Waves Basic Jewels. So these are part of the Waves of the Ocean suite, which is available March 1st and only while products last. So the bundle will be around. Can I reach it? The bundle will be in the new catalog. No, this one's only until May. So the bundle is around until May 2nd or 3rd. I just read it. But the foil, which you can see back here, and this gorgeous DSP is only while supplies last, and the embellishments. So I made this for mystery stamping for our retreat last weekend using the Whale Done stamp set and the coordinating DSP to this. Love it. The white matte really makes it pop. I'm kind of worried though that the embellishments are going to get lost in there. I need to think on that. See, you can see the Granny Apple Green one there and the Pacific Point, and then there is, I'm gonna say it's Pool Party or Coastal Cabana. The foil is to die for. Thank you. Oh, this was the card that I made using that bundle. Isn't it gorgeous? Using the On the Horizon, New Horizons DSP. Too many names to remember, I tells ya. Okay, I think I'm going to think on the embellishments. Quite often I finish my live and I'm like, oh, I should have did this or I should have done that. Let's test my basic gray marker and see if it will work. Now, my computer went to sleep. What does the, not that I'm going to be able to replicate the font. Oh, it's a serif font. What if we just write it? Oh, the pressure of your own handwriting. Thank you, Ina. I kind of think black might be overpowering. Dilemma. I just know it. I'm going to write on there and then instantly regret it. Yeah, that would be too subtle. You wouldn't even be able to see it. White jewels. There are the polished. No, not the polished. You mentioned the pearls. There's also the elegant faceted gems. There's a classic matte dots, which ironically are my gift this month if you spend $60 with me using my host code. So we could use a couple of the white. I just don't know. There's also black and gray. I don't know where they would go. The gray might look cute on there. What if we just did like the 3 dots kind of at the bottom or at the bottom? You know when you're waiting for someone to type and you get the 3 dots? I don't know what to do with this. Opal. That could work. Should I just go for it? Oh, my back. That feels good. Oh, I'm just going to do it. Watch, I'll spell it wrong. I don't love it. I might restamp that instead of putting it in there. I know I said perfection's overrated, but you know when you're just like, I can do better than that. KC says white dots on black card. Well, thank you, KC. I'm kind of thinking just 3 little dots at the bottom would be cute. Like either at the bottom here or the bottom of the mat. Small, big. Any suggestions? You guys are like, nope, you're on your own now. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I want to say I did a super cute card today using the Oceanfront stamp set, and I was using the pebbles. And I want to give you a hint in case you use the pebbles. Do not use your piercing end of the take your pick tool. It peels the color away from the pebble. How did I get that crooked? I had like 3 pebbles where the color came off and then it's just a clear rock. which you'd think might be kind of enticing, but not when you're going for a pebble. So my best tip, okay, meh. Bigger because the letters are wider. Love it. Big on bottom. Where's the card I was going to do tonight? Where did you go? Oh, there it is. I'm going to give you a little hint. While we're here, I'm going to put some basic gray ones on this. Look how easy it picks up those dots. Look, I'm just freestyling this one. Okay, I still think that needs something at the top, but I'll share a picture once I am done and happy with it, because I gotta redo the inside. I can't live with that. I might use my Cricut Joy to just put Wordle in, because as much as I say I'm not a perfectionist, sometimes. Okay, happy mail. So one of my team members sent me 2 cards on 2 separate days. So one of them, which I thought about casing tonight, is this gorgeous one using the Grove bundles with the New Horizons DSP. Isn't it gorgeous? And then this opens. I'm not going to show it because there's a lovely note on the inside, but it's like a card base in a card base. Isn't that adorable? And I'd love to show you the one I used with the Grove dies the other day, but I've already mailed it. And then this was the other one. So that's using the Paper Pumpkin kit. Love the painted texture in the back. She's got the tasteful textile. It's gorgeous. Oh, I was trying to open it the other way. Oh, and it was made in memory of a fellow crafter. It was very sweet. So this was the card I was thinking of making for tonight. And these pebbles, just one more tip before you go, because I learned this the hard way. Pebbles are right here. So if you are looking to get a pebble off, like you want to use it on your card, and I kind of went a little pebble crazy on here. Do you see this one? There's no clear on top. It's because I used my pointy end of the take your pick tool. So if you want to get your pebbles off easily without wrecking them, do it like this. Bend the plastic. Now you may be wondering why mine are all cut. It's so that they can fit in here. But if you're using these, just go like this and then it comes off so easily. You probably can't see exactly what, oh, there. See, they're popping off. And then you can pick it up on your sharp end and just put it down. But don't dig in there, because this is what happens. It's happened a number of times and I was getting tired of it. So I will share a similar card. This was a really fun technique that I want to show you, but the bundle that's arriving tomorrow is really the bundle I want to show you with. So I will do that next week. And I think that's it. I have, oh, I would love to, but I can't. Oh, look at that. Very vanilla. I ended up using super glue on mine because I only ever used this end and it was driving me crazy that it kept coming off. So mine, it will never have a spatula end. Now the other one, I could. So this is the one with my dye brush. I could do that, but I found that this one was the one I use all the time and it was always coming off, so I finally glued it shut. So I have no spatula end on that one. Okay, I've blabbered on enough. Thank you so much, Pam, Kathy. That is all for tonight. I will share a picture of the finished product once I get it there. And thank you so much for joining me this week. We'll see you next week. I feel like I have more dots on me, but no. Bye.